session will now come to order. Mr. Mayor, would you lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Mr. Colley, would you please give us a roll call?
Yes, sir. Seat A, Jackie Sheremy.
Here.
Seat B, Johnny Ordon, absent. Seat C, Jimmy Lafourche.
Here.
Seat D, Rodney J. Gisclair Sr.
Here.
Seat E, Curtis Pierce.
Here.
Seat F, Larry Griffin.
Here.
Seat G, John Melson.
Here.
Seat H, Mike Calais here. Seat I, Chris Calais.
Here.
We have a quorum, Mr. President.
Thank you, Mr. Colley. Next, we have approved minutes for March 16, 2022 meeting. Moved by John Mellison, second by Mr. Curtis Pierce. Any discussions? Any public comment? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passed. Next, we're going into Executive Director report. Mr. Shasson.
Thank you, Mr. President. First is our Northern Expansion projects. Northern Expansion Slip C and Flotation Canal 1,500-foot bulkhead. PCO and Associates. Joe.
Yes, APC Construction is a contractor. They're on site right now driving concrete piles. They're also off-site blasting and painting steel sheet piles. They have been making good progress over the last 2 weeks.
Okay. Any questions?
Thank you.
Right, thank you. Northern Expansion Slip D and Bayou Lafourche Dredge. GIS Engineering. John.
Okay, Crosby Dredging is the contractor on this project. They are nearing the end. We actually expect them to finish filling the pond in the next 7 to 10 days.
All right.
Okay.
You can see the work they've done there. And we did have a request from them when reviewing. We think we
Correct.
finalized some
They've asked for
days.
some additional time, and we are reviewing that, and we'll have something for y'all at y'all next committee meetings, but
Yep.
to do for next board meeting.
All right. Any questions?
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, moving on to airport projects. First is aircraft operations. You can see we have 826 operations in March, 6,532 passengers, and 20,665 vehicles in the month of March. Okay, Airport Connector Road and Bridge, PCO and Associates.
Yeah, Sea Level Construction's the contractor. They're actually working on driving concrete piles in Bayou Lafourche, and they're also working on drainage and median work, basically crossovers and on Highway 3235. They actually are progressing very well on the project.
Okay.
Okay.
Any questions?
Thank you.
Thank you. The seal coat and pavement markings, GIS Engineering.
Okay, G Asphalt Systems is the contractor on this project. We gave them notice to proceed last Monday. They have a patch to do in the tarmac before they actually start the seal coat. They are hoping to get that started tomorrow, actually, so we're going to see some progress pretty soon.
Okay, great.
Question, was that repair in the runway prior to the bid, or that came with the hurricane?
No, that was prior to the bid. Lightning struck
Yeah.
like several years ago and
On the
messed up
tarmac.
that asphalt.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, the approach obstruction removal project, ICE Engineering, Kevin Morales. Hey,
Yes,
Kevin.
sir. LMB is the contractor on the project. We're approximately 3/4 of the way complete on the project. The project is going well, as you said, removing the obstructions to the runway on the northern end. The only thing is we did encounter an eagle's nest that was encountered last week, so we're going through the process to go through all the wildlife and fisheries and everything to get that squared away. It probably will delay the project a little bit because they do have eaglets in the nest now, so we have to wait till they fledge and everything. And so we're still in the process of finding out exactly what our final determination will be towards that. But generally speaking, though, the project is going well. We should be able to clear all the land out there. And the landowner is retaining some of the timber out on the project, and we should be complete, minus the eagle's nest, with here in the next month.
Okay. Any questions? Kevin?
Yeah, is that one of the trees that are marked for removal, or?
It is, actually, yeah. It's right, well, not the tree itself there, but what happens is because it's an active nest with eaglets, it's 660-foot diameter circle, radius circle, that we cannot disturb. It's 330 feet if it's just a nest. But all the underbrush in that area has been cleared, and we're trying to work out what we're going to do with the trees themselves. The good thing is that for the most part in that circle, they're not in penetration of the surface, of the approach surface.
Okay.
So we'll be okay in that regard. But I'll be able to give a final update on the next report, or in the next meeting, I should say.
Sure.
Thank
Okay.
you very much.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. And the South Lafourche Industrial Mobile Home Park Project, PCOLA and Associates.
Yeah, onshore construction's the contractor. They brought in some limestone. In the last 2 weeks, they've been working on installing underground utilities, the sewer and the water. They're pretty much finished with that. They're looking at trying to bring in some more limestone in the next week or so. And then also the sewer treatment plant and the lift station are scheduled to be here at the end of the month.
Okay.
And we're going to work with them to move trailers on the site whenever that portion of the site becomes available. So before everything's in operation, that'll give the tenant time to set up his trailers while we're setting up the utilities.
Yeah, I know they're eager to get those off of
Yes.
where their hangar is. Okay.
Yep.
Any questions? You can stay up, Joe. We're moving on to other projects, and we have the Fouchon Pavilion first, PCL and Associates.
Yeah, onshore construction's a contractor on this project too. He's driven all the piles. He started this week farming up pile caps, anticipating pouring concrete in the next 2 weeks with Terrebonne Concrete, who's at the port. Their plant was down since the storm, and they're expected that plant to be up and operational within the next couple of weeks. The building is slated to be in on May the 20th, May the 19th, in that time frame. And then hopefully the foundation will be ready to start erecting the building.
All right.
Okay?
Questions?
Thank you.
Thank you, Joe. Okay, Bayou Lafourche Mooring Dolphins, Angelette Piciola. Neil.
All right, Bomac was the contractor on this project. The work is complete, and we have before you today later on the agenda their clear lien certificate and their retainage payment in the amount of $20,300.
Okay. Any questions?
Thank you.
Thank you, Neil. Okay, moving on to Hurricane Ida projects. I have a few I wanted to update you on. The debris removal in Bayou Lafourche that we're doing in association with the Bayou Lafourche Freshwater District is going well. Shouldn't be too much longer, maybe another week or so of work, but they've done a good job getting that vegetative debris and some of the C&D that's in Bayou Lafourche out and removed, so that we can have good water provided to the community and to safe travel for navigation. Any questions on that? Okay, the public boat launch bathhouse. We're continuing to design that project. The whole ramp needs to be replaced, and PCOLA and Associates is working on that. And we did have the sewer plant checked out and is up and functional, so that's moving along. And because the summer's starting to kick around in mid to late spring, where people start to fish more, we have 2 portalets that we put out there for use by the general public while this is being repaired. Any questions on that? Okay, the admin office, this building we're sitting in here, there's been assessments done. Those have all been pretty much completed. Finalized list of work is coming. We have some work that we have all the roof work and then the inside. So all of those, the list of damages and things that we want to do to the facility, to this building as we move forward is taking place. So, we're in the design. Now we're back to the design phase and getting plans and specs put together, so that'll happen in the next couple of months. And then we'll hopefully be able to go out to bid in the next, several months here. Okay. All right, any questions on that? Okay, and then just update you on small project quotes. We had 5 projects, small projects. The Galliano office, which is our current admin behind this building, the cinder block warehouse, the airport T-hangar, the airport electrical buildings, and the airport maintenance shop. Those 5 projects were quoted out. We took all quotes, so we're going to be moving forward with those repairs on those projects as well. You can see the pictures of those, the damages on those facilities there as well. Okay. Any questions? All right, that concludes my report, Mr. President. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Chasson. Any public comment? All right, we're going into committee reports. First, we have executive committee. Members are Chucky Sherman Chelvin, Roger J. Gisclair Sr., Larry Griffin, and Jimmy Lafont. First, we have consider approving the request from John W. Stone Distributor, LLC, for a landlord agreement on site GLF 308.
All right, so John W. Stone Distributors LLC is doing some refinancing, as we've done in the past with others, and this company as well. We need to approve a landlord waiver. Recommendation
Need
to
a
approve.
motion. Moved by Mr. Rodney Gisclair, second by Mr. Chris Colley. Any discussion? Any public comment? All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Motion passed. Next, we have consider declaring the 5 Dell laptops as surplus and donate to the town of Golden Meadow.
Okay, these 5 Dell laptops are in our possession. They're ours, but they have aged out for us. They're about 5 years old. So we would request this to declare them as surplus, and then we will work out a donation agreement with the town of Golden Meadow to donate them to them.
I need a motion. Moved by Mike Colley, second by Larry Griffin. Any discussion? Any public comment? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All opposed? Motion passed. Next, we have consider approving the request from Takira DF LLC for a food trailer import.
All right, so we have another food trailer they would like to bring in to the port. We're working out the actual location, but recommendation is to approve a lease for them, and we'll let you know what location that is in the next meeting.
All right, I need a motion. We got one by Mr. Larry Griffin, second by Jimmy Lafont. Any discussion? Any public comment? All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Motion passed. Next, we have consider approving route request to extend sublease with Butterfat Cattle Company.
All right, the buffer zone around the loop fence that they maintain on our property, they would request to sublease to Butterfat Cattle for grass cutting, just like Butterfat Cattle cuts our grass. So recommendation to approve.
Okay, I need a motion. Moved by Mr. Curtis Pierce, second by John Mellison. Any discussion? Any public comment? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passed. Next, we have consider approving agreement with the Lafourche Parish Water District for a camera on top Airport Road water tower.
All right, so we're actually going to put 3 cameras on the Airport Road water tower for good visual coverage for that roadway.
All right, need a motion. Moved by Mr. Jimmy Lafont, second by Mike Colley. Any discussion? Any public comment? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passed. Next, we have consider adopting a resolution requesting approval from Attorney General to hire a special attorney for consultation and representation on offshore wind energy matters.
All right, we had lengthy discussion on this on Monday night at our committee meetings. Anytime we need special counsel or consultation or representation for anything, we have to request that from the Attorney General's office. In this case, it's specifically for everything that's coming about with offshore wind and all the differences and changes and new things that we're having to deal with. So recommendation to approve this resolution.
All right, I need a motion. Moved by Mr. Curtis Pierce, second by John Mellison. Any discussion? Any public comment? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passed. All right, we're getting out of Executive Committee, going to Permits and Waterways Committee. Members are Rodney Gisclair, Chairman, Curtis Pierce, Johnny Ardone, and Chucky Sherman. Mr. Gisclair.
Thank you, Mr. President. We'll review our permits from Texas Eastern Transmission, LP, care of Edge Engineering and Science, LLC. It's located in Lafourche Parish. Proposed replacement of 2.2 miles of existing 36-inch diameter line at New Road Compressor Station. Proposed modification and expansion of 3 existing above-ground compressor/facility stations and laydown yards. In addition, abandon, replace existing gas turbine and install topside equipment upgrades to a previously authorized platform location. All locations with the exception of LaRose compressor and topside installation are located outside the coastal zone. Any other business? Any public comment? That concludes my report, Mr. President.
Thank you, Mr. Jusclair. We're getting out of permits and waterways, going into Construction and Development Committee. Members are Chris Colley, Chairman, Mike Colley, Curtis Pierce, and Chucky Sherman. Mr. Colley.
Thank you, Mr. President. First, we have consider approving the clear lien certificate from BOMAC Contractors for the Bayou Lafourche Mooring Dolphin Project.
As Neil said, this project is complete. Have the clear lien certificate. Recommendation to approve.
Okay, I need a motion. Moved by Mr. Ronnie Jusclair, second by Mike Colley. Any discussion? Any public comment? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passed.
Next, we have consider approving the clear lien certificate from Piciola Construction for the Avenue A roof repair project.
This project is complete. Recommendation to approve.
Okay, need a motion. Got one by Mr. Larry Griffin, second by Mr. Jim Lafont. Any discussion? Any public comment? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passed.
Mr. President, this concludes the Construction and Development Committee report.
Thank you, Mr. Colley. We're getting out of Construction and Development Committees, going into Finance Committee. Members are John Mellison, Jr., Chairman, Larry Griffin, and Chris Colley, Chucky Sherman. Mr. Mellison, you're up.
Good morning, and thank you, Mr. President. We'll begin by going over consider approving the payment of the March 2022 invoices and recognizing those over $10,000. We have Sea Level Construction Incorporated, $696,242.10. Airport Connector Road and Bridge Project. Item 2, Crosby Dredging LLC, $607,659.44, and that's for dredging of Slip D and Bayou Lafourche. Item 3, DRC Emergency Services, $438,007.56, and that's for emergency storm debris removal services. APC Construction LLC, $257,816. I am not with it today, Mr. President. Let me try again. $257,816.59, and that's for the Northern Expansion Phase 3 Slip C Bulkhead Part 2 project. Item 5, Onshore Construction Company LLC, $128,207.25. And that's for the Flotation Canal Pavilion Project. Item 6, Piciola and Associates, $104,246.09. And that's for Hurricane Ida dredging, repairs of the public boat launch bathhouse, repairs to the PHI site, office and warehouse, Flotation Canal Pavilion, Airport Connector Road and Bridge, Slip C, Industrial Trailer Park, and General Permit Engineering. Item 7, Angelette Piciola LLC, $94,109.78, and that is for Flotation Canal Mooring Dolphins, Bayou Lafourche Mooring Dolphin Replacement, and the Fouchon Bridge. Item 8, GIS Engineering, $72,784.87, and that's for the Fouchon Bridge, the West Fouchon Marsh Creation, Fouchon Island Permitting, General Engineering for the airport, and the 203 feasibility study. Item 9, Onshore Materials LLC, $58,337.97, and that's for industrial mobile home park site at the airport. Item 10, CSRS Disaster Recovery Management, $57,972.50, and that is for the Disaster Grant Management Consultant for Hurricane Ida. Item 11, REV, $27,848.18, and that's for internet, phone, cable, and fiber optic services. Item 12, Wagaspack Oil Incorporated, $25,231.09. And that's fuel for port vehicles and equipment. Item 13, Bomac Contractors, $20,300 even. That's for the mooring dolphin replacements. Item 14, the Water Institute of the Gulf, $20,000 even. That's for the Green Marine certification. Item 15, Lafourche Parish Sheriff's Office, $15,477.81. That's for Central Square annual maintenance for Harbor Patrol. Item 15, Grand Isle Shipyard, $12,134.80, and that's for contract labor at the airport. I'm going to flip this over. Advantage Maintenance, $11,162, and that's for fuel pumps for the Cutoff and Fouchon shops. And last, we have C&T Motorsports, $10,714.73, and that's repairs to port vehicles. These, along with our other expenditures, brings us to a total of $3,521,898.85. And Mr. President, if I didn't make any mistakes, I'd like to make a motion we accept these.
All right, I got a motion by Mr. Mellison, second by Mr. Larry Griffin. Any discussion? Any public comment? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passed.
And may I say, Mr. Malazone, you did a good job.
Well, thank you, Mr. Griffin. And Mr. President, I have some good news. This concludes the Finance Committee report.
All right, you did it quick today. Thank you, Mr. Mellison. Any other business? Any public comment? All right. I got a motion from Mr. Jim Lafourche to adjourn. I got a second from Mr. Rodney Jusclair. Any discussion? Any public comment? All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Motion passes. I can tell everyone, this week is Easter and Good Friday. Everyone enjoy your weekend. I know Good Friday, people like to drink. So if you like to drink, call someone and have them drive you home. But for the most part, everyone, have a good and happy Easter from the crew, the commissioners, everyone from the Greater Lafourche Port Commission. Thank you all. Meeting adjourned.
Be safe on the road.
Some folded. Put that in there.